Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video. And today we're going to be talking about season 3, episode 12 of All American. But first, like this video if you like it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this episode. Share this, let everybody know. And subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And with that being said, let's get right to it. So, Laura is not a racist. I was looking at her sideways like, why is she not releasing this footage? But she had her reasons. She was doing it on the low. She had cops ready to get up on that stand and testify against the cops that killed Tamika. She was doing it her own way, but Olivia didn't know that. She thought her mom was being sketchy and not releasing the footage on purpose, like she was on the cop side or something. But Laura knew what she was doing, but Olivia messed that all up. She got people calling her mom a racist and just calling her every name in the book. Her job is on the line now, y'all, thanks to Olivia. And she's scared that Olivia thinks that she's a racist. She's just going through it, y'all. I'm wondering, though, how long Olivia's really going to stay grounded. Like, is Laura going to ease up on it because she doesn't want her daughter to think she's a racist or something? Because, you know, Olivia got grounded when she admitted to releasing that body cam footage because Laura found out the day that she was trying to get Jordan and Simone to sign the divorce papers, and Simone's parents was like, no, they're not getting divorced at 18. That's not classy. Simone's dad is like, it's up to them and what they want. And Laura was like, this is ridiculous. So her phone was ringing the whole time, and then finally she answered. Simone's mom was like, answer it. And that's when Laura got the call that the footage got released, and she's like, who released this footage? And then Olivia was like on the other side of the wall in the other room. She was like, I did. And then so that's when, you know, Billy came in, because he wasn't at the little divorce meeting. He was at the neurologist because, you know, we'll get into that later. And, you know, when he got there, she was like, you're grounded. You know, you can't, I don't want to see you breathing outside of this house. Or something like that, she said. But then after Olivia found out that her mom actually was for the cause, she felt hella bad about it. But Laura doesn't know this yet. She's still thinking that her daughter thinks that she's a racist. So when it was time for Olivia's podcast, she wasn't the one talking on it. She had Layla fill in for her. Layla had just read what Olivia had written down, which was basically like she learned a tough lesson. Everyone's social justice fight isn't the same. And that she didn't know that her mom was actually working on it and had a plan for it the whole time. And the only reason why Layla was over Olivia's house in the first place is because Simone told her that she should call Olivia and talk to her. She told her that she's going through a lot right now and that Olivia needs her friends. And that was after she was spilling all the tea about the whole situation that occurred at Jordan's house with her parents and Laura about the whole divorce thing. Jordan was in another mood this whole episode, snapping at everybody. He had the audacity to snap at Simone. I was like, boy, stop. I'll slap you right through the TV. She was asking him why didn't he tell Asher and JJ about them being married. And he was like, I have a lot going on right now. She was like, do you still want to be married? And he said, well, I don't have a choice because your parents got involved. And I was like, oh boy, they asked you, you know, to speak up during the whole meeting and you didn't say anything. So what are you talking about? Then he goes on saying, I'm not the same guy I used to be and I'm nothing without football. And Asher was hella shook that he didn't know that Jordan and Simone got married. He was like, we've been cool since like 6th grade and you didn't tell me, but okay. So since Jordan is going through it and being snappy, Simone went to Spencer and asked Spencer, could he talk to Jordan? She's like, I know you've been through something similar to where you couldn't play football at one point. So can you talk to Jordan for me? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. So he tells Jordan that he knows that he's depressed, but fighting to get your life back is worth it. Jordan's like, yeah, you're right, and I'm done lashing out at people that I love. And then he asked Spencer to train him before the season's over at Beverly, and Spencer's like, you're not cleared by the doctors yet, are you crazy? Jordan loves to hurt himself and then blame others and get all sad about it. But Spencer sees that he won't let up about it and that he's going to do it anyway. So Spencer's like, okay, I'll help you. So that way I can make sure you're safe. But Spencer's like, okay, if I do this, you're going to have to agree to see my therapist. And Jordan's like, okay, I'll see a shrink. Boy, you need it. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. So while we're talking about Spencer, let's just keep it going and just keep talking about him. Spencer was having flashbacks of the time him and Jordan got stopped by the police and got thrown on the ground. This whole Tamika thing is really affecting him. So he had the idea to kneel during the national anthem on the game that decided if they were going to go to the playoffs or not. If they kneeled, not only could they not make it to the playoffs, but they could get suspended or expelled, the extreme. But ultimately, him and Chris and then the whole team decided to forfeit the game in honor of Tamika and Black Lives Matter. And then you look over and then the other team is forfeiting too. They all on their knees. So nobody wins. They all forfeited. Spencer also did a really good speech, and I'm here for these speeches. Olivia had a good speech last episode. Now Spencer, he was like, we fought hard this whole season, but now it's something even bigger to fight for. And we can't bury our heads in the sand, especially while we're out here being haunted. It was very touching, and I'm surprised that the whole team was on the same page. I'm glad they were, but I'm a little surprised. So Mo said that her plan is to steal Coop's future, just like Coop stole her brother's future. So I'm like, what that mean? You gonna kill her? Are you gonna kill Patience? What you gonna do to her? What's your plan? And with Coop letting her guard down around her, it's gonna be more easy to get her. But Mo had a plan to try to get closer to Preach, but Preach wasn't falling for it. She thought if she got closer to Preach, that'll get her closer to Coop. But nah, he wasn't having it. She had dinner or lunch with him or something, and then she tried buttering him up and all that, and then she kissed him, and then she's like, I'm right down the street. And Preach was like, nah, I'ma pass. And then Mo was standing there looking like the fool that she is, looking stupid. Also, Billy went to the neurologist. He's thinking that he's been having some memory loss, especially since he doesn't remember beating up Carter in high school. He was telling Laura that when he forgets to do something small or like misplaces his keys, he's thinking, is this it? Do I have CTE? But the doctor told him that he doesn't have CTE or any kind of brain damage. Well, you can't exactly tell if you have CTE when you're alive, but the doctor said that she doesn't see any brain damage. So that's a good sign. And CTE is something that football players can get from all of the, running into each other and stuff like that. And that's basically it. Let me know if I left out something. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this episode. Like this video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.